We are at a point, at a section of land normally referred to as the sandbar, which has been a continuous piece of property from Charles Point all the way to the end of Leroy Island. But on April 3rd and 4th of this year, we experienced a high windstorm where sustained winds of well in excess of 45 to 50 knots for a period of almost 2 days broke through this area that you're now seeing. The area that's specifically affected used to have a path through here. There was vegetation on both sides of the path. As you can see, it's no longer there. We have probably what is a 100-foot breach. In the center of the breach, that bushy tree that you see, at one side of that is probably 5 to 6 feet of water. On this side there is some gravel accumulation, but it is does not appear at this point that it's going to self-repair as perhaps many people think. You'll notice the utility pole that its base is in the water. A tree has been cut off about halfway up to prevent it from pulling its roots out of the ground structure. And at this point, the concern is that another storm of this magnitude, or perhaps even less, if the water gets higher. At this point, we are at 246.4 feet elevation of water, with another month yet of natural rise. Should we have another storm at this or a higher level of water, there isn't much question that we're going to have more separation and more damage. The long-term concern, of course, is that if this breach gets wide enough and continues, we're not only going to have property damage, but we're going to have exposure to shorelines that will become, in some cases, the equivalent of being lakeshore as opposed to bayshore.